Hey, what's up? It's another episode of Watch You Strappin. I haven't done one in a while, but these are not watch reviews. It's just quick wristwatch check of the day with optional strap choices that I've paired with a particular watch. And as such, for this time, this is a new watch. I will usually show it on its OEM option. And actually, this one comes with two. It comes with this grains of rice bracelet that you see here. That's black DOC matched with the case, and it also does have a brown leather strap, which I'll probably show some other time, but this is what it came on. And yeah, I did call it a grains of rice. I know in the past I think a lot of people would call it beads of rice or BOR, and I thought about it. It doesn't really make sense as much, just because rice are grains, not really beads, and grains are also more, I guess, longer in shape than beads usually are. I know beads can be long too, I guess, but I don't know. I think grains of rice style sounds a little bit more accurate, I would say. And this watch is somewhat new acquisition. If you follow my channel, you've probably seen the unboxing I did a few days ago. This is a limited edition of 150. It's a collab watch with Revolution and the Rake. It's a kind of, I guess you can consider them sort of like the Hodinkis of the Asian world, and I think they're based in Singapore. And so yeah, they got together with Nivada Grenchen, and I think they're going to do another collab with a chronograph, but we'll see what that will be and when later. But this first one that they did, pretty nice. It's with the Depthmaster, and it is all blacked out, as you can see, as I said, in DOC coated. So it should have a nice scratch resistance for a long time. It's not just lesser, PVD plated stuff. This should hold up pretty nicely, and so far I haven't any complaints. This is on the stock grains of rice bracelet, as I said. I gotta say, I mean, I really liked, I thought it was cool that when I saw pictures and videos of the regular Depthmaster, especially the Pac-Man dial, I like this. I think it's more interesting than the other dial that they have that has a little bit more standard, plain, I guess, font styles for their numerals. This is this is definitely more stylized with again, they call it the Pac-Man for some rather obvious reasons. The 6 and the 9 have a Pac-Man-ish look, and even the 3 has kind of looks like a ghost on its side from the Pac-Man game. Anyways, yeah, this is just a unique colorway. I mean, I think this is the first all black version of the Depthmaster, which this is actually called the No Barracuda version, or is it No Barracudas? I swear there's an S at the end. You look at the case back, which I cannot take off right now because I have one hand holding my camera, but you'll see it in the unboxing. And I'll go over some of the specs real quickly too. It's, I mean, for a 39mm watch, and it's relatively short lug to lug, and it's already got pretty decent down angle or down turn on the lugs. I mean, look at the case profile. It's quite slim. This, from crystal to the case back, 12.6mm. And this is 1,000-meter depth, water resistant watch. I don't know how they do that. I mean, even some 300-meter watches, 300-meter water resistant watches can be a lot thicker. And they were doing this back a long time ago. This is just basically a revived, revived version, and I guess they modernized it. I don't think they had a helium escape valve even before that, and they kind of added one here. I don't know. It's just nice and sleek in this all black version, and I don't know. When I saw it at the Worn and Wound wind up in San Francisco earlier this year, a few months back, I tried it on. I checked out their booth, and I mean, I like their Chronomasters. Those are really cool. May get one someday, but I have enough chronographs right now, and we'll see. And I tried on the Depthmaster, and it was the stainless steel version. It has red markings on the bezel. You'll see it on their website, and that one's cool. And when I actually put it on wrist, it's just really surprising how nice and compact and comfortable this thing wears on wrist. And then when I asked, somehow the conversation came up with the owner that was there, obviously, and he said, "Yeah, this watch is 1,000 meters water resistant." I was like, "What?" I mean, such a small, compact, slim, relatively slim watch with 1,000 meters of water resistant. I mean, it feels really nicely built. The bracelet maybe could be better. It's not bad, but I think the clasp could use a little work. It does its job. It's has enough micro adjust if you need it, but it does feel a little bit dated. I mean, if they're going to bring back a brand and modernize it, why not update the clasp as well? Just something that doesn't feel as stamped. If you see my unboxing, you'll see it more fully. It could be better, but it is what it is, and I'm not complaining. I can get this to work and fit, but that would have been nice. I will say that sizing the bracelet was kind of 50-50, meaning one side of the bracelet, the screw pins that you use to loosen and adjust it, size it up, were okay to work with, and then the other half, I think it was actually this side that was tougher. I mean, I could barely move most of them except for one, and then to get it sized, I have to at least remove two. And the first one I did, wow, I don't know what they did to it, but it was really tight. I mean, so much so, I mean, I was struggling, and then eventually the pin actually stripped and broke. The split end part where you would, use a small screwdriver to twist it and open it. It's just, I don't know. They either cross-threaded it when they put it in, or too much Loctite, or I don't know what it was. But yeah, eventually I managed to find a way to get it out. But that one's toast. So unfortunately, either I have to find a new screw pin, or whoever gets this later, if I do sell it, may be one link short of a full bracelet, because one of the you just can't use one of the screw pins, and so you got to probably subtract one of them. But it is what it is. Eventually I did get it to size just right for my wrist, so that's the important thing for now, and I'm enjoying it. This is a really nicely built, comfortable watch. It's something different. The dial is not something I generally gravitate towards, something so stylish and a bit funky, like the Aura 65 that has something like this. I don't usually, well, it doesn't have something like this, but it has there's a version of that 65 that has like these kind of blocks at the 12936 that has kind of like the numbers cut out, and they look a little bit weird, or they look stylish. They don't look normal. They don't look symmetrical necessarily, and I didn't really like that as much myself. But for some reason, I'm not bothered by the weirdness of these numerals here. I just find it a little bit actually kind of charming, and the case is nice. I mean, again, slim, and then it's got this Panerai Luminor-esque design to it. If you can see from the different angles, I think you kind of get that squarish, roundish, squarish pillow cushion shape kind of deal. Yeah, minus the the patented crown guards that those Luminors generally have, but most of it kind of has that feel, but it's much more compact size. I don't know if they go down to 39. I know they have several sizes of Panerais. Generally they're pretty large, like 44, 45 and up. They can go down to 40. I think they might have some submersibles like that these days, possibly. I don't know. I'm not that well versed on Panerai, but and I know they have a lot of variations, but I'm not sure if they go down to 39. But anyways, if they do or not, this kind of gives me that feel, and it's just kind of cool. Anyways, I'm rambling a little bit longer than usual, but maybe you can tell I'm pretty stoked about this. This was a surprise, very likable watch that I found at the wind-up, and one of a few. The other one being a Fortis Flieger F39, which I eventually got a couple of weeks later, I think. And this one always stuck in my head. Not this specific version. This just came out not too long ago, actually. but just the Depthmaster in general. And I kept thinking about it, and I was like, I don't know if I need another dive watch, because I do have quite a bit. But this one was really nicely built and designed and proportioned, and something about it just stuck with me. And I don't know, I guess when this limited edition version came out, I figured, why not? You got that, that basic look, but in a very unique form factor that won't easily be replicated or seen elsewhere, likely, since it's pretty low limited edition number of 150. And so I like that. I mean, some people don't like limited editions for whatever reason, and that's fine. But personally, I do like to have stuff that is not of the norm or common variety, let's say, so that, going out there, you just have something mostly unique, I mean, or at least the chances that you'll bump into a fellow person that has the exact same thing, which isn't a bad thing, but some watches are too common. Well, I don't know. It's a little bit of a turnoff if it's a little bit too common. But it really depends on the watch design and style. I can go for something that's a little bit more, I don't want to say mundane or, again, common, but something that is maybe less limited in the numbers, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so I guess I should quit while I'm ahead. So that's it. I just wanted to show this off on this bracelet. Works well on my just under 7-inch wrist. And yeah, I think this is a really cool watch to have if you are in the market for a nice retro style dive watch that's really well made. Thanks for watching.